Before we start, I just want to say that because I didn't decide to make this video until I was a couple of hours into the game, that this footage does contain minor spoilers, just minor spoilers, not very big. I haven't finished the storyline yet, but this footage does not start at the beginning of the game. And for the purposes of this review, I've only played this on iOS on an iPhone 11 Pro Max. This game is also available on the Google Play Store and on Steam, and is free to play. All right, let's begin. Soda Dungeon 2 calls itself a soda-guzzling RPG/dungeon crawler, although I would say it is an idle game more than anything. I never played the first Soda Dungeon, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I downloaded the second one. It is definitely not a turn-based RPG like I thought it might be. You begin the game in a world where you must repair the town in order to attract heroes that you recruit to battle your way through a castle that the Dark Lord inhabits. Along the way, you'll encounter various types of enemies and bosses, all while collecting loot. It takes multiple runs to make your way through the levels of the castle. Beat the Dark Lord, and you are rewarded with a trip to another dimension where you start all over, but with extra bonuses and new gear to obtain. That's the core gameplay loop. Now, let's talk about some of the specific systems within the game. First, I'll talk about the tavern. Inside the tavern is where you'll be recruiting your heroes and building out your party. The bartender has different sodas available to purchase. Each soda attracts a different type of hero to your tavern, where you can choose to recruit them to your party. You can have up to 6 party members at a time, and you can have multiple of the same hero type within the party. The heroes you recruit are the Soda Junkie, the Carpenter, the Miner, the Nurse, the Mystic, the Thief, the Huntress, the Dark Mage, and the Blade Master. Each hero has their own unique abilities and stats. When you recruit a hero, they will automatically be equipped with the best gear you have available. You can, however, change what they have equipped and even swap the order that your party is in very easily. You also have upgrades to obtain in the tavern. Stools and tables will grant you more patrons inside your tavern, while the bed allows you to refresh the selection of all the patrons inside. There are other purchases available too, but these are more quality of life purchases that are available for large amounts of gold or a part of a microtransaction bundle in the shop. Examples of these are All Sight, which grants you the ability to see enemy HP, or the Magic Clock, which doubles the speed of in-game battles. The last option the bartender has for you is Tavern Customization. Simply put, you can stylize your tavern to your heart's content, provided you have the gold and materials, or enough caps, which are the game's premium currency. Back in your town, you have a blacksmith, which is very simple in this game. In the blacksmith, you can buy materials, weapons, and armor for gold. You can also craft your own gear with gold and materials. The most important part of the blacksmith, though, is leveling up your current gear. It's a very simple system using only gold and crystals that you'll earn during your runs or from the blacksmith himself. You also have an arena in your town. The arena is a place to target specific rewards. The rewards you receive are dependent on the difficulty you choose. One of the ways the arena differs from the main castle is that your party is restricted to 3 members only, and if you happen to fail the arena run, you don't receive any awards. Within the arena menu lies one of the most unique and fascinating aspects of any game I've ever played, and that is soda scripts. Soda scripts allow you to dictate how your AI will play for you in the game. It is really cool. You are essentially coding how your team or each hero behaves. It is super customizable and surprisingly deep. In the town, you also have a pet stable, which allows you to buy cute critters for small bonuses in the game. They're pretty expensive though, so don't expect to start obtaining these until you're further along in the game. The last thing in town I want to touch on is the castle itself. When you have your party ready for battle, you can enter the castle on the top side of your screen. There are essentially 2 ways to play: normally and quick battles. Once you have the wizard unlocked in your town, which happens very early on, you can pick which floor of the castle to start on. If you're trying to progress further up the castle, you can start on the highest floor you finished on, rounded down to the nearest 10th floor. If you're grinding for gold, materials, or XP, you can start on floor 1 if you so choose. That's where quick battles may come in handy. Quick battles are this game's catch-up mechanic. You earn credits when you are not playing the game that you can then redeem for these quick battles. Quick battles simulate the entire castle instantaneously and lets you collect the rewards. You can customize how the AI will behave during this combat, but I've found that my party wipes earlier than it would have if I just played normally. During normal combat, you have the option of auto-battling. The game warns you that auto-battling may result in the AI not doing what would be best, but I found that it actually does a pretty good job, especially if you have a couple of soda scripts set up. Auto-battling is how you'll spend most of your time playing, that's why I called it an idle game earlier. Outside of the gameplay, the art and music in this game are seriously fantastic. The pixel art and animation are beautiful and detailed, and the music is catchy and fitting for the game. You seriously just have to see and hear for yourself. Alright, let's talk about ads now. This is a free-to-play game and there are ads involved, but I think this may be one of the more fair ad systems I've seen in a while. There are two types of ads you'll see while playing: banner ads and 30-second ads. Banner ads are only seen when you are auto-battling in the castle. They're just a little box at the top of your screen that doesn't even block any information. They are completely unobtrusive. The next type of ad are the 30-second ads. These play after every dungeon run completes. This may seem off-putting at first, but dungeon runs can last a good while depending on what floor you start on and how much you're progressing. A 30-second ad really isn't too bad after a long run. There is a bundle you can purchase in the shop which removes both of these ads. However, even with that bundle, you can still see 30-second ads elsewhere, namely to reset the arena and to collect bonus rewards. Overall, as a whole though, I think their ad system is pretty fair. That's about it. I've really been enjoying Soda Dungeon 2 a lot. The core gameplay loop is fun and fulfilling, even if it is essentially an idle game. This is definitely a game you can play on the side or even have running while doing other menial tasks in other games. As an idle game, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. It's seriously almost perfect. As a game on the whole though, I'll drop it down to a 7.5, which is still really good in my book. It does a lot of things right and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I can't think of another idle game I'd rather be playing right now. Thanks for watching.